Hello, and today I will be reviewing Nightcrawler from 2014. Now, this was written and directed by Dan Gilroy, his debut directorial role. Now, the premise: a career-driven man attempts to perfect his skills as a journalist. That's all I'll say. Leave it up to you guys to watch it and see if that helps. I don't want to give too much away. Now, the opening visuals tell you this is a world that's busy, it's active, it's people are driven. There's a lot going on. It's hectic, and the visuals, visuals are really needed in films. It's not a written word. It's what you see and what you feel from it, and that's what I gather from the opening of this film. And I say all of that to say that those visuals reflect the titular character, and that would be Jake Gyllenhaal. And again, he stars as this lead who is very charismatic and very dependable, and you want to see how his characters are going to flesh out. Now, with his dialogue and his stark appearance that he transformed himself into, he comes across as manipulative and scheming, always one step ahead of everybody else, always has a goal in mind, whether we know it or not. It's very animalistic in nature, I must say. It thrives off of the carnage. It's very odd character, but believable in that he knows what he wants to do. Now, Riz Ahmed also stars in this film, and he does a great job of portraying a naive, out of his depth, ordinary guy who plays off of the lead in a way that brings out the worst in Gyllenhaal's character. Now, Renee Russo also stars in this film, and she puts in a great performance. She's quite expressive and needed when it comes to the scenes with Gyllenhaal and what the overall film could mean or portrays from Dan Gilroy's own thoughts. Now, I must say the editing is great. The transitions work, accompanied with the music and SFX. They brought the LA nightlife really to the forefront of what we're seeing. Now, there's a repetitive theme that plays throughout, and it sort of plays as Gyllenhaal's theme music. And it really sits in your head. The colours paint LA in a more sinister, dark, tonally sadistic way. This film is a perfect demonstration of how the movies are all about its characters, and everything else involved in the film is to bolster the characters, is to make the characters the main piece, it's to enhance them. And Dan Gilroy, I suspect he knows this, and whether he knows it or not, he managed to do it, and that's what I love most about this film, the characters. Now, it doesn't paint the media in the best of light, or the professions involved in how media is brought to the into our lives, and I think that was the point of how the media can be this feeding ground, like I said before, this almost animalistic, instinctive approach to bring in the news to its audience. Quite seedy and manipulative, and that tone runs throughout. Now, to conclude, Nightcrawler is an interesting portal into an unnerving and sinister world that we consume daily. Yeah, I thought Nightcrawler was great, really great. Check it out. Tell me what you thought.